Hey guys, welcome back to another video here at Motorsport Madness, and today we have yet again another Targa Florio challenge for you. And it's been a while since we last did this. I did say to myself I'd do this once a month, but the last time I did was in September. And it's still October, I think it was September. It was a while ago. We did it in the GT40, and just before that we did it in a Ferrari 512. This time, however, we've entered into a era, or should I say an era, of the Targa Florio where it was considered almost too dangerous. The cars were super duper fast, really powerful, and this era of the Targa Florio, or even the sports car in general, saw a lot of accidents. A lot of them resulted in not just severe injuries and even death for the drivers, but also the spectators as well. And it was no different here at the Targa Florio. And we're into 1970 now, and remember we started this in a 1906 Renault, and here we are with a Ferrari 512S from 1970. Now, this car, it was built so then Ferrari obviously could win the sports car championship and could rival Porsche's effort with their 917. However, in the 1970 season, they only won one race, and that was the 12 Hours of Sebring. Porsche won all 9 other races. Purely because this car, whilst it looks good, it sounds good, it doesn't drive very nice. It's quick, and it was equally as fast as the 917. However, it doesn't handle very well. It had poor engine reliability, weak suspension, and also had very unreliable gearboxes as well. And the other thing that held Ferrari back in 1970 was the fact they couldn't find any real qualified drivers for their entries. The only notable driver for the 1970 season was Jackie X, who I've met, by the way, and that was it. Pretty much. All the other drivers decided to drive for Porsche and Alfa Romeo, and a small little team that was emerging, shall we say, Matra, and they were basically coming up and just better in all areas. And obviously the Porsche 917 and Porsche 908 of 1970 were pretty much the dominant force, even at Le Mans, and more on that later. There's an upcoming video on that. And it was no different at the Targa Florio, and the Porsche 917 was not entered as Porsche's entry here purely because of how big and powerful it is. It was just simply no, let's not do that. So the Ferrari went up against the Porsche 908, and again it failed to really have any meaningful impact on the race result. But again, this car is beautiful. And this car and the next 2 cars that we're going to be attempting on the Targa Florio, we could potentially break the lap record, which is let me just double check. Yes, the lap record was set by none other than Helmut Marko in 1972 in an Alfa Romeo 33 TT3, which was a 33 minutes and 41 seconds. However, the fastest ever recorded was by a man called Leo Kinnunen in 1970 in a Porsche 908-3, and that's a 33 minutes and 36 seconds, so only just slightly faster than Helmut Marko. Now, we could potentially break that. In my practice run, we did beat the time, which has got me closest so far, which I haven't actually uploaded purely because it was just a practice run, because again, I want to beat the lap record. I want to go faster than that, and I feel like now I've got to the point where I feel like I could potentially be comfortable and know enough the track to really sort of push myself, maybe. But maybe not in this car, because again, I need to take the corners a lot slower than what I want to. This car, like I said, doesn't handle that well, but it is quick in the straights. So that might potentially, you know, better me. And I was about to say, I did faster than my fastest practice time so far. So we could get very, very close. So I might be concentrating on my driving a lot more than what I normally do. Normally this is a video where I just sort of sit here and just talk to you guys. And just talk about how things have been going in my life and how things are looking to do on this channel, blah blah blah. I might not get a chance to do that in this one. But anyways, join me as we take on the Targa Florio. If you didn't know what the Targa Florio is, basically it was part of the World Sports Car Championship, which is now the World Endurance Championship. However, it was just so dangerous that they stopped it in 1973, and it's 55 or 50 miles long. It is huge. It goes around a portion of the island of Sicily. It used to go around the entirety of the island, but now as we are here, it is simply just the Circuito Piccolo del Madonna. My Italian is just absolutely awful. I do apologise, but yeah. So guys, it's Targa Florio time once again in the Ferrari 512S. So let's head down to the start line and get this thing over and done with. Right then, here we are on the grid. I'm not gonna press drive just yet, because then the clock will start counting down. So for now, we're just gonna sit in here. But this is the interior of the 512S. It is absolutely gorgeous. It's not the most detailed, but again, it's a decent enough representation. And look at the rear view mirror. I've got to say, it's beautiful, but my mirrors are tiny, so it won't do very good. But like I said, I have got another video which features this car and another car, which you might kind of have an idea what it is, considering it's only went for one season, well, two. But basically, they gave up with this car and then they decided to focus on the 312 PB. Again, another beautiful car. Wow, Ferrari just made beautiful cars, whether they were really, really good or really, really cheap. Anyways, I'm a little bit nervous for this one. Yeah, trust me. Why do I do this to myself? I really do not know. But yeah, Targa Florio time, let's go. Alright, here we go. This is that beautiful rev noise. Let's go. Here we go. Targa Florio once again. And immediately, you can tell this car is quick. This is a wonderful sound. All this trees and leaves just flying right past my head. Oop, nearly went a little bit wide there. So like I said, got 33 minutes to beat. Can we do it, maybe? I'm not too sure if I want to really try with this car, because I already had a car lined up as my car to really try and beat the lap record. Because now I've put in exactly, just as I started recording, I realised on where it tells you, on a bit of Assetto Corsa where it tells you how many miles you put in the car and the track, it told me I put in 1,000 kilometers on this track. I thought, bloody hell, really? Couldn't quite believe it. Gotta be careful around here. Third gear, wow! That's a rarity, make the most of it. Why am I braking? I don't need to. Here I do. God. This is really... I'm actually kind of shaky. Purely because of just how fast this is. It wasn't so bad in the Renault, because it's just so slow in comparison to obviously this. But yeah, I did a bit of practice in the car that I've lined up to potentially beat the record. And so I didn't want to upload or anything because I just wanted to just sit there on my own, not have to worry about commentating or anything, so I could really concentrate. And I got 34:45, so like a minute off. I was really upset because I was really going for it. Well, I'll say going for it, going at the limit of my comfort zone on this track. And yeah, I took my headset off and I just sort of sat here for a minute just to gather breath, because it was just, it was warm in here as well. It's been quite warm in the UK, in the UK recently for some reason. It's been wonderful though, keep it coming. So yeah, it was quite humid in here and I was sweating. There was like a pool of sweat in my headset. And to get so close to that record was just... But now it makes me think, what do I have to do to break that record? You got it a little bit wrong there. So in my practice I did collide this barrier coming up, or this wall. That one right there, and I kind of did an Austin Powers and just got stuck in between the two barriers and I couldn't get out for ages. So it's okay, it's acceptable to hit walls on this track, because the real life drivers, they did it. I think it was nigh impossible to get through a lap without hitting something. But luckily, since they're sports cars, they can take a hit, unlike F1 cars where, there's a gust of wind and bits fall off. Third gear! God, it's amazing, guys. Sometimes I forget what's coming up. So 5 minutes in, so far, so good. Ow, ow. It's fine, don't worry about it. We're still alive, as long as we're not flying off the track, down a mountainside, it doesn't matter. But as I'm a man, I'm going to blame the tools, because the brakes on this aren't very nice. And I'm having to use the brakes quite a lot, I've noticed, on this car. This is mad. To think people did this. I know technically the Targa Florio does still exist as a rally event, which is no real surprise. But it is considered the direct continuation of the Targa Florio, because whilst the Targa Florio ended as a sports car race in 1973, it continued... Oh, I forgot about that bit. No. Did we do that in the last video? We did something similar. Go. But yeah, whilst the... what was I saying? For God's sake, no. Stupid gearbox. See, Ferrari gearboxes. Yeah, whilst whilst it ceased to be a sports car around in 1973, it continued up until 1978, and then it just disappeared completely. But then the Targa Florio Rally showed up as, you know, just a continuation of the Targa Florio as we know, and that still goes on to this day. And I think they still use this circuit that we're driving on. In fact, I was watching footage of it last night actually, and I recognised some of the hairpins and some areas, and I thought that was pretty cool. Also, does that make me a little bit sad? Does it really? No, not really, because I've done enough driving on this Targa Florio to know what I'm doing, ish. Yeah, I really don't know what I'm doing. It's fine, it's fine. Ignore it. Stop! Stupid thing. See, we have to aid the guardrail to slow us down. Stupid. This thing. I'd love to know how many times I'm going to change gear this run. It's got to be in the hundreds. Gearbox, thank you. Lovely hairpins. Thanks for the support lately, guys. I really do appreciate your support. It really does make the day go quicker. Got quite a few subscribers now, which I'm really happy about. So if you're new here, welcome. Hope you stay and tag along. And if you're enjoying, leave a like. I think it's the first time I've told someone to like the video whilst still doing the video. It's got a while yet. This could take just over half hour. But it's 50 miles long, what do you expect? But now I've been loving your comments and all the views lately. It really has been. I have to admit, I'm actually quite surprised the amount of comments and likes and views I'm getting recently. I really don't understand it. For me, someone who's never really achieved anything in his life, you know what I mean? Like, oops. Like growing up, all my friends all did this, did that, and took part in this sports club and went off to do this. It's especially bullying, like that happened to me a lot back in school, and I genuinely believed I was just no good at anything. So seeing your comments and the feedback I get from you guys, it really does. Oops, I'm in second. Should be in first, really. But seeing your comments and just any support, it really does just make me sit here and think, have I made a video that people sit at home and watch, or stupid gearbox? But yeah, you guys sit at home or at work or something and actually watch and enjoy my video. Like, that's a weird thought to me. Because whenever I did something, people would laugh at. Like my hobby, my interests in history, I was laughed at. And because growing up, I was a bit of a weirdo. I was never really into cars back when I was younger. It was only a recent thing. Whoop. And I was all into aircraft, specifically Second World War and First World War aircraft. And people used to laugh at me for that, and also call me stuff like a Nazi and stuff like that. Purely because I had an interest in the Second World War. That was it. And it just made me feel like a complete outsider. Sorry, this drive is stressing me out. I'm trying to talk to you guys whilst doing this. It's not easy. But yeah, it just made me feel like a right outsider. And whenever I'd do something which I thought was quite cool, I'd always just get shot down. Like my hobbies. Oh no, it's fine. I didn't see it. It's fine. If I didn't see it, it didn't happen. But that's one of my lights gone. But yeah, I never really had anyone growing up with similar hobbies to me. It was only until I started working at the place I do now, where I've been for 6 years, where pretty much everyone gets along and plenty of people with similar hobbies to me. Like, if I think about it, well, at least I try. My brain's currently being fried at the moment. There's at least 3 people off the top of my head at my workplace who are interested in F1 and sports cars and just motorsports in general. 2 of which do sim racing. So I've got something to talk about, and not just that, but all the TV shows that I watch and stuff. I've never really experienced that in my childhood or just growing up. And the reality is, I only know one person. I'm still friends with one person from school. That just goes to show. Have I still got my mug of tea in my holder? Oh, I have. Sorry. If you just heard that rattling, and now I need to find a gear stick. There it is. So I got a cup holder right next to my gear stick. I thought I heard some rattling, so if you've been hearing that or this video, I do apologise. I said to myself, take it out before you start recording, so then people don't hear this ringing. No. Brakes. Must remember, these brakes are terrible. It's fine, we're making good time, 14 minutes so far. But yeah, like I was saying, I've only got one close friend who I knew from school. And we still game very often. We went to a gig together not so long ago. Went to Chernobyl together. Yeah, stuff like that. So to be in a position where, you know, I've got a great circle of friends. Not the barrier. I hate the barrier. Actually, no, the barrier is actually keeping me from crashing. So I appreciate the barrier. But yeah, to be in a position where, you know, I've got great friends around me, and making content on YouTube, and it's content I genuinely enjoy making. I know some people say it, but they're only just doing it for views, but I'm doing this purely for the love of these cars, these tracks, and just the history of motorsport and my enjoyment of playing Assetto Corsa. I've been playing video games since I was 7 years old. I'm now 24 and I'm still here. I started racing games with Burnout 2, and here I am. I'm not actually in it, but I'm sat in a Ferrari 512S, driving around the mountains of Sicily, trying to. Ooh, don't want to touch that. Yeah, driving around the mountains of Sicily, trying to bake. Did I say bake? Yeah, trying to bake some cookies. Trying to for God's sake. Trying to break a lap record that stood since 1970. Whilst also talking to hundreds, maybe thousands of people that watch this video. And you guys enjoy it, and to me that's means so much to me, because I've never really done anything that people that I don't know like it and they enjoy it. Especially some of the comments I've seen on the 1906 French Grand Prix video really did make me happy. You know, I have to admit, on a couple of them I screenshotted because it really did just took me completely by surprise. I'm at work and I see one of your comments and I'm like, oh wow. You know, I show my mates at work and they're like, oh, that's pretty cool. You know, they show support. Most of them have subscribed. I made them. I'm joking. But it really does mean so much. And seeing all your great response makes me want to do more and not only just do more, but improve the quality of the videos, make them more entertaining for you. Love that hairpin. Ooh, I think that. Ooh, that's quite nice. It's probably the best hairpin turn I've done my entire time doing this channel. If you want to see a replay, just hit that rewind button. That was so smooth. I hope that looked as cool for you as it did for me. I know whilst wearing this headset, things look slightly different to you. Nope. My heart. But so far so good. 18 minutes so far. We're almost at the halfway point. We could be close. Because I believe this or the next stage is the longest. Some of them are shorter than others. And there isn't a mile count, so I don't actually know where we are. And because it's nigh impossible to learn this track, it's yeah, it's going to be pretty hard to know. Okay, now we're definitely into stage 3. This is going to be close, you know, if I don't mess up anymore. That is. But yeah, like I said, and I'm going to keep saying it, but thank you so much. It really does mean so much to see your support, and I'm going to obviously continue making content, whether that be F1, sports car. I want to do more sports car stuff because I feel like I've done so much F1 stuff. Well, yeah, it's popular on my channel, but it's not all I want to do. I want to do rally, I want to do sports car, all the content I'm doing is stuff I want to do. Like the historic F1 series is the reason I started this channel. And these whole Targa Florio challenges is only because I wanted to do a review on the 1906 Renault by Historic Sim Studios. And there's a sort of become this challenge, an endurance challenge, because this is really tiring. I've got to say, my left arm is really starting to ache now already. Purely because I've spent so much time on its own, because I'm constantly changing gear here. And whenever I come up with an idea, I always do it. Like, I've got so many ideas for future videos. I can't do that on purpose. I knew I wasn't going to make the corner, so I strategically hit the barrier. But yeah, all the ideas I've got coming up, it's going to be great. Like I mentioned at the start line, which was miles away, somewhere down there, I've got an upcoming video featuring this car and another. That one is taking a little bit of a while because that's involving a script. It's going to be a similar, I guess it's going to kind of be similar to the 1906 video where I recreate the first ever Grand Prix. But yeah, and it's going to be the first of a few videos that are going to be in the format. Or, yeah, similar to the Senna video as well. Which, if you haven't seen, go watch, because that took a lot of effort. Yeah, speaking of the historic F1 series, again, really happy to see so many of you enjoying it. Hang on, no. For a second now, I worried that we had damage. Yeah, I'm really glad to see some of you guys enjoying it. And some of you actually wait for the race to start, because obviously I upload them as premieres. Oh, I had to kind of hit the the barrier there just in case I went into that field there and there's like a gap in the map and I fall through it. So that's why I did that. But yeah, because obviously I upload them all as a premiere. So then you guys got kind of something to look forward to maybe on a Sunday afternoon. But that series, kind of responding to a comment I had on my latest episode or race of the historic F1 series, the Belgian Grand Prix, where someone recommended like showing a broadcast and onboard kind of at the same time or intervals, and that's pretty much exactly my thinking, because I want to make it as engaging for you guys, make it as entertaining as possible, like you're actually watching a race, similar to how Mitsos does it, and that's a great channel as well. I love watching his videos, and in no ways am I copying his idea, but you know, sort of taking inspiration from, okay, that's interesting, and yeah, taking ideas is not copying. Yeah. And obviously we do historic stuff, because modern fiction. But again, really entertaining. So something of that, and I'll see the comments, and people are talking about the race as if it was a real race, and you know, and I want to get to the point where, you know, you guys or new viewers kind of be the same with the historic F1 series, and I want to create that atmosphere. And it's only a fluke that I retired at the Belgian Grand Prix. Why am I going down? That was literally accident. I did not do that on purpose. But yeah, and I commentated over the rest of the race, and that was fun. And I'm always looking at updating and improving everything. Like for instance, the opening titles, they improved since last season. They changed slightly, and each season they will be changing slightly. So taking inspiration from the Doctor Who opening titles, as I'm a big fan. Forgot about this corner. Oops. But yeah, taking inspiration from the Doctor Who titles, so they kind of evolve over time. And eventually, as we pick up more footage from the HF1 series, they'll become a bit more arty-farty. And yeah, so that, and I want to create custom graphics, and the intro. No. The intro music as well, that might change. Probably not going to stay the same, probably something different. And the whole broadcast and onboard footage is a brilliant idea, and we'll be implementing that at some point. So then you guys can see other parts of the race happening as I'm racing. But it's slightly hard because obviously in the current form, we're only in 1954, there is no leaderboard that I'm seeing. The only time I do see who's behind me or whatever is when I pass the start-finish line and I get the pit board on my left, and that shows me who's behind me, and that's it, and what my position is. So it's a little bit hard for me to know what's going on, but eventually when we get more modern, there will be a leaderboard, etc, etc. More information to me. Whoops. I can see the sea, guys. I can see the sea. We're getting close. I haven't actually looked at the clock for a while. 27. I don't think we're gonna break the record today. There's still a little while away from the finish. And yeah, 6 minutes to break the record. I don't think it's gonna happen. Sorry. Ooh, it's gonna go up then. Good thing I didn't. Yeah, because I want to make it as entertaining as possible. Because as I nearly went down there. As I mentioned whilst I was commentating on the rest of the race after I retired, I mentioned, briefly, it's not all about me, that series. Because there's drivers on there, past and present, where plenty of people are fans of, and admire, look up to, whatever, who again, they all have a chance of winning the title, not just me. And I know from experience, because I started that series in my own time a year ago. In fact, when I'm now about to begin the 2009 season, that's how far ahead I am. And I gotta say, I've not won half the titles. I've not won every year. It's not been dominating. We've had horrible, title deciding crashes, final race title deciders, tight championship battles, seasons where I've been quite frankly crap, stuff like that. I've had all sorts. No. Thank you, tree. Thought that was the end then. But yeah, I don't think we're going to break the record there. We might get close. It could be potentially the fastest broadcasted Targa Florio attempt. I cannot wait to eat after this. Whoops. Still got another 10 laps to go as well. I'm joking. But yeah, for the 1970 Targa Florio, it was 11 laps. 11 laps of this. Should I do that one day? Just sit here and do 11 laps of the Targa Florio. See how long it takes. Probably won't be able to finish it because it's me driving. Yeah, the historic F1 series, it will evolve and grow as I learn, because with editing skills and just get better in general, this whole YouTube thing, and then eventually maybe even turn it into an online series so that you guys can take part and win prizes or stuff like that. I think that'd be pretty cool. Clip the curb there. 4th gear for like a second. Now all the way down to 2nd already. No. I swear I did that last time. You just forget the road surface completely changed. And affects the car, obviously, so that just set me flying into someone's house. I was just about to look behind me. Why did I do that? I feel like I'm in an F1 car. I love these S's. 4th gear! For longer than a 2nd, yeah! Right, we're nearing the straight now. Approaching the end of this lap. Here's a long 3-mile straight, I think it is. 5th gear. Whoa, I stretched my back a little bit. Does this thing have a 6th gear? I don't think it does. No, it doesn't. Okay. Only has 5 gears. 500 horsepower engine. V12 in the back. And this is it. This is max speed, pretty much. Don't know how fast this is. I'll just knock my. Am I a little bit clearer there? I'm not too sure. I'll just knock the microphone. But now I can relax a little bit. Breathe. Oh. Ooh. Oh my god. So we've got a minute to get to the start line. We're actually going to be fairly close. We're approaching the end of the straight though. Somewhere up here. Doesn't come up so quick. There we go. No, 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 no. Thank you. We're about to fail. But this is the closest, well, at least the closest you've seen me get, I think. I can't remember what previous time. I think it was like a 38 or 39. And that was in the Ferrari 512, as that beat the Ford GT40. We're about to fail. And we failed, yeah! So sorry if I don't sound as enthusiastic as I normally do, but I am really trying to concentrate here. This has been the hardest one yet. Hands down the hardest Targa Florio challenge yet. And we're nearly there, just about to see the pits and the grandstands. Honestly guys, if you haven't tried this out yourself, you need to. It's such a fun challenge. And to be fair, sometimes I do just sit here and just drive along this road peacefully. And when I say peacefully, I mean like peacefully for like a few minutes and I get bored and I'm like, you know what? No. Full speed. Right, here's the grandstand. Full power, full power. Get it. Cross the line. 34.51. Damn, that's close. That's just over a minute slower than the Targa Florio. Remember, we're talking the fastest. So maybe the average time was like a 34.51, maybe. But it's definitely the fastest recorded lap that I've done around here. We're getting so close to that oh so beautiful lap record. We're still going. Take my foot off the pedal and put the brakes on. Neutral. So there's all the other times on the screen there for you, or you've seen them or whatever, but I'm gonna need a cup of tea after this. I'm British. What do you expect? what do you expect from me? So guys, we tried and failed to get the fastest lap around the Targa Florio, but it was a valiant effort. A 34.51 compared to the lap record, which is a 33.36. So we got close, and in Targa Florio terms, that gap is mere seconds, maybe tenths of a second, because of how long this track is. Hang on, let me just try something out. Maybe my intros or outros should be like this. So here we are, standing next to the beautiful Ferrari. Where would I be? I'll be about here. Yeah, I think about here. Ow, that's the mic. Yeah guys, so as I was saying, we got so close there, but I really hope you've enjoyed. And the next two cars that we're going to be driving on this series, how can I say, I'm really worried. I'm really scared for my own safety. And I've actually had to put in full practice sessions when I'm actually driving around this track. Full circuit. Not just stage 1 or whatever. The full circuit, just so then I don't crash and the video ends early or whatever. But the next two cars, you can probably guess what they are. But they go right up to 1973, and they are absolute beasts. I mean, this thing is a beast, but not quite the same level as what the next two cars are. And let me tell you, there might be a while until you see them. But I did say once a month, so I'm going to try and keep that promise for you guys. In the mix of all the other videos that I want to make. So until the next time, which will be this Sunday for the French Grand Prix 1954, can I recover from 15th to actually score some points? Maybe. We'll have to wait and see. So tune into that and hope to see you there. And until then, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe as well if you're new. I really appreciate all of your support, like I said in this video. Ooh. I did have tread on that tyre before this video began. There's none anymore. But yeah, so stick around if you're new. Check out some of my other videos as well if you want to. Make a marathon of them. And we're still a new channel, so cut me some slack. So until the next time, guys, thank you so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.